August 21st, 2026. This is our follow-up lesson. We're going to give Beta a chance to carry the pillowcases full of shavings on his bareback pad. We'll be going into the training area, and if everything goes well there, maybe into the backyard, and maybe even into the big pasture. It's a partly cloudy day. It's gonna be hot, but we're starting early as we usually do. The goats are here, and they want to watch and participate in the way that works for them. The alpacas are already inside the gate from the back pasture into the training area, and then we always open that gate again later when we're done with our lesson. But they know they're coming to school today. And you know about their disposition, if they understand that we're asking them to do something, they try to give us the right answer. They're willing. I've had 5 Morgan horses in my adult history. I never had a Morgan horse that was in my herd refuse to do what I asked him to do if he understood what it was that I was asking him to do. Now, will the goats be that way when we start training them? I don't know, but I'll let you know, because I'm going to have an urban goat show on YouTube one of these days, I hope soon. He's trying to bite, the goat is trying to bite the strap here. We're going to make sure that we use that horse trailer when we finish today, so that they can't come back here, and not on purpose. They're not on purpose destroying anything. They just are doing what goats do. They chew on things. The alpacas are hanging around. They know they're waiting to come in here. The gate is actually open, but they haven't chosen to come in. This gate to the big pasture is closed until we're ready to say yes. Okay, now you can go out to the big pasture. One step at a time, one learning objective at a time, we continue to train our livestock to do what we ask them to do. And I'm very proud of them. And I do understand their nature. And remember, I am a credentialed California secondary math teacher. And I've been tutoring math for 44 years. And I understand what happens when I have a new student come to me who can't do it, not getting it from the teacher or from the parent. And I create a way for them to get it and do it, as long as they're being honest and trying. I've had several students in my 44 years of tutoring try to fool me into thinking that they're being honest, or trying to make me think that they're being honest, but they're not. And when I tell the parents that the student is not being honest, I often get a defensive comment from the parent. They don't blame the student, but I think they should. And I think what we're going to do with, before you bring the alpacas in, we're going to come and get Thor and put him in his buggy. We're not going very far today, so he's okay in his buggy. Okay, so... You
ready for him?
Here.
Come here.
As long as he can see us. He doesn't want to be left behind and not be able to see us. Blackie and Brownie, Alpha and Beta, Thor, my min pin. And would you please move that buggy out to, where we comfortably put it when we're training in our portable panel training area where we have a perimeter fence. And then I try to stay in his view so he doesn't get upset. I'm going to go in here by moving this portable panel, and then I'm going to close it again so that the alpacas don't go out in the big pasture yet. We have some behavioral objectives, learning objectives that we're trying to teach them. And they know that. They know they're in school. There's Thor in his buggy. We are expecting a third person here today. He's often not punctual. But we'll do with Beta what we did with Alpha 2 days ago when our third person wasn't here either.
Yeah, it looks like doing things.
Okay, he's coming. I see the car at the gate. Now this weekend we're going to move that feeder over to that panel because we are expecting the rainy season to start. And if there is feed or tack in there that we don't want to get wet, it'll be much safer over here because this is a full roof on this end. Goats are definitely here to watch and participate. They most definitely came today to do what they like to do when we're training. I'm carefully walking out, holding on to panels, closer to Thor. So he sees me and he's comfortable. He's not whimpering. He knows that he's supposed to be staying in that buggy that I created for him months ago. Beta is resting. He laid down. That's okay. The next thing I anticipate after Tavis has tied our simulated weights on the bareback pad, that he'll go and tell the boys, the alpaca boys, they're supposed to come to get tacked. This serves as our tacking area. Now he's tying it onto the bareback pad like we did yesterday. We put, or the day before, we put that first weighted bareback pad into the horse trailer, which has a pull-out shelf for saddles, of course. So that's where we'll keep them. And we'll do this as often as we have to do it until we're pretty confident that the alpacas are okay on having weight on their backs when we're out there doing what we can do on the trails, in the pastures. I'm showing you how we're creating these weighted bareback pads, so in case you want to do it with your alpaca, you'll know how we did it. And if you have any questions, you contact soniasokolo@gmail.com, and I will help you understand what you're watching Tavis do now. The bareback pads I got, they're with stirrups. I got them from eBay on 2 separate orders, 2 different colors. And we decided to use them instead of lightweight English saddles, unless there's a reason to do the lightweight English saddles. When we got the pads, we did have to make the cinch tighter. We had to add holes and metal connectors. So the crew is here. The weather is okay so far. Let's show you how it goes with Beta.
I overslept 15 minutes. It was my fault. I straight up I stayed in bed too long.
Here's our third helper, Dylan.
I'll be right over. Good morning.
Jessica's not even leaving until today, so she's not going to be here. Could you help
Yeah.
Tavis do what he's doing?
I just wanted to say I'm sorry I overslept.
Okay.
I was in bed. But I'm ready. I did 105 miles an hour on the way here. I did. I'm not kidding.
I want Dylan to know how we created our weighted bareback saddle pads for our alpacas. It's possible. I am a sanctuary that I will have offers from other alpaca owners to bring their alpacas here to join the sanctuary. Okay, here we're taking it out of the one that we created 2 days ago, taking it out of the trailer. Be sure to close the door because the goats are just watching for what they could chew on.
I bet they are too.
That's the one we made 2 days ago, Wednesday. Now, Alpha got an A when we did this on Wednesday. We're gonna let him come along and hope that he'll get an A on his follow-up lesson with the weighted bareback saddle pad. And we'll challenge him 1 step at a time to make sure he's willing to do what we're asking him to do. And like I said a few minutes ago, working with my alpacas as I have these past several years, they're willing to do it as long as they understand what it is we're asking them to do. They're just waiting now. They know they're in school. They're not afraid. So the blue bareback pad is what we used on Wednesday with the 2 brown pillowcases full of shavings. And not once did the weight on that blue bareback pad threaten to slip down. That can be scary to an alpaca. So we're tying the 2 new pillowcases full of shavings today the same way we tied the 2 pillowcases on Wednesday. We're not in a rush. We're behavioral or oriented. Will the alpacas behave and do what we ask them to do? And I predict they will. Let's see. Here we go. Now, you don't want to take the halters, you just tell them it's time to get to the tacking area, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can get them in.
You see, they're over there, and here's Thor. He's excited. He loves to join us for the lessons. Okay, the alpacas are choosing to get up. Now, are they going to come over here? I think so. I'm going to walk a little bit away from the gate so I'm not in any way confusing them about what Tavis is asking them to do, which is go to the tacking area. Yep, they know. They definitely know. And the goats are going to. I've already bought a halter, a goat halter, rope halter on eBay. We just haven't started training the goats yet, but please watch for it on YouTube, as I intend to do it when I have another person who does it with me a couple times a week. They're not panicking at all. It's a little bit unusual, they're saying, for Dylan to be in their tacking area, but they seem to be okay. Now Dylan is trying to watch and do what Tavis is doing. Will Beta let him do it? They've been really good about tying. I'm very, very pleased. I've had tie problems with horses in the past, and it's quite scary. Okay, now Alpha's tied with his halter. Dylan is going to try to do it with Beta. Tavis will give him clues as to what to do to explain to Beta that he's just supposed to let Dylan put the halter on him. We hold him on the neck with one hand. He's backing off. Tavis is explaining to Dylan what to do. It might be better, Tavis, for you to do it now and let Dylan watch.
It would be. They don't trust me yet.
See, you see how he holds them. And once they've been held with a hand or two arms, they're usually, oh, now he's giving us a little bit of trouble. Now let's see what Tavis does to get past it, because lately Beta hasn't given us any problem at all to be haltered.
It's just me. They don't know me well enough.
Just watch. He knows now. Now, is he going to resist? It looks like he's done resisting. Okay, now we're going to tie Beta to the panel, and he was good about tying a couple days ago. We don't expect any pullback, but we're always open to dealing with it if it comes up. Looks like it's time for the bareback pads to be installed. he's putting the blue pad with the brown pillowcases on Beta. Now, will Beta let him reach down and get the cinch? We'll see. Yes, he did. Tavis is explaining to Dylan what to do about cinching him up. The goats are patiently waiting and watching. What's going to be different today is trying to do both boys, alpaca boys, with their weighted bareback pads on. Wednesday we did just one. Beta followed and watched the entire time, which is good. I think that gave him an idea what was going on. Now here comes Alpha's pad. And remember, we just now tied those pillowcases onto it. We're reaching under to get the cinch. Can be challenging. Reaching under and cinching can be challenging, but it looks like we're okay with Alpha. And we already did it with Beta. The goats are waiting and watching. I'm going to slowly turn around, show you the surroundings. We're likely to be first walking around here. Then we'll open the panel that will allow us to walk in the fence training area. Very important to have a fence sometimes. So we brought these portable panels over here that we keep here for training, but we can open the panels anytime we want to let the alpacas, the goats, and any other livestock here go out to the big pasture over there where the panels can be closed for now. And the alpacas will understand that there's a perimeter fence that they must not violate. Thor is doing very well. Wednesday, he got excited and stuck his nose through one of those rectangles of wire. I was close enough by, and I urged him to go back into his enclosed area, and he was fine about doing it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a problem today. So far, no problem. There's a little bit of a breeze. We've got a deer over there at Shed 2 watching us. Walking away right now. Okay, now I'm going to go here next to Thor's buggy. As they walk by, I'll let Tavis decide when to open the panel to go into the fence training area. Okay, we have somebody here who just spooked a little bit. And I'm going to stand here in front of Thor, so if there's any spooking going around, it will be spooking on me and not on Thor. And the goats are watching for it too, but they definitely seem to want to go with. Okay, I'm standing in front of Thor's buggy. So far, so good. Okay, he's about to spook. Why is he spooking? Falling over a little bit, but it's tied on. Yeah, I agree, we should go in there. Our fenced area. I have a very, very large arena, fenced in white vinyl fencing at my 20-acre.
Leave the gate open?
Yeah, because I'm going to come and stand there and close it a little bit. But now that the alpacas are in there, I'm not worried about them spooking on Thor's buggy, so I'm just going to come over here and close the panel. But Thor, you see, he wants to come too, and now he is sticking his head through the hole. Okay. Okay, you stay, Thor, you stay. He's learning that word. Now, we can do a lot of things in this small fenced arena. Zigzags, back and forward. And if they get away from us, we're pretty safe that they won't get out of the arena. Beta's having a little bit of trouble, a concern about what he's feeling on the back of his bareback pad. Now, Alpha did not do this last time, so I'm not surprised that Beta is doing it. But I think with small steps, with reward, with applying pressure if he's giving us the wrong answer and removing the pressure when he gives us the right answer, we'll get past this kind of spooking behavior.
I'll leave it in your eye.
Beta's doing okay now, but I can see by his ears the position of his neck, his concentration of what he's looking at, that he is concerned. One small step at a time. We're not going out to the Rancho's trails until we're pretty sure there'll be no reason to spook. Keep one eye on Tavis so you can see how he's handling the resistance that he's getting from Beta. When Tavis first started helping me train, he didn't know anything about training and alpaca training. We've learned together, and the alpaca